Hi friend, welcome to another episode of Wedding Dress Shopping and Alterations. We are going to avoid the stress and I'm going to show you how I get set up for a real bride. Her name is Rachel. She's getting married in Drifting Springs, Texas at an indoor-outdoor venue in the fall of 2026. She's life of the party, classic traditional bride who loves nature, outdoors. So we're trying to find a look that marries those two sides of her personality. She loves A-line or a slim A-line, doesn't want fitted, but doesn't want ball gown. We also want to find things that are lightweight and breathable so that when she is outside and enjoying the dance floor, she's not hot all night and uncomfortable. She's open to off the shoulder, a little cap sleeve, something that completely covers the 3/4. She's pretty open, but she also doesn't mind strapless or straps straight across. We don't mind a little bit of a V, but just as long as it's not like, hey, what's going on? Her goal is to stay at $3,500 and under, plus alterations, plus accessories. But I actually think she'll be more in the $2,500 range unless she decides to do some of the customizations that I'm showing you, like the sleeves and accessory options or adding the satin behind the lace. Can't decide, am I going lace, am I going satin? I'm gonna show you some ideas that I think knock it out of the ballpark. Don't be afraid to go custom, even the smallest little change. You can take these ideas that I'm sharing with you in your video and then we can collaborate and team up when you come in for your visit with me. Or you can take them to your local retailer or a fabulous seamstress who can help you bring your vision to life. I am living proof at how successful you can be making the smallest little change. It makes a huge difference in making your dress personalized to you. I'm Sue with Ava's Bridal Salon and Alterations in Fort Worth, Texas. I've been at this about 20 years and I love what I do. If you would like to come visit me or Tammy, we are both seamstresses, we're the owners. We would love to welcome you. Without further ado, let's go take a look at these ideas. For the video, I wanted to categorize everything, make it a little easier. So this is the Olivia Bottega inspiration lace. This does have a strap that goes up, but I have that exact off the shoulder with a short sleeve, same Chantilly lace here. It buttons in the back. We can sew it permanently to the dress, or you can have this detachable, which might be a nice feature for the reception. This does have a little basque waist in it, so it's really flattering, and it does have this hemline. You'll notice that there's a secondary layer of Chantilly underneath. All of my dresses are customizable, and we can always delete this layer, which also has sparkle in it, and that might not be your favorite. So there's a sparkle layer and a Chantilly. I also have satin, where I can put satin behind it, because sometimes the tulle is the way that we end up going, but if you love both and you're a classic bride, you can end up just putting them together and putting satin behind it. I'll show you the richness of the flow of the skirt and the way it makes the fabric, the lace pop. This is my satin category. She has a leg slit, love the straight neckline. This one has a straight neckline but a little drape here. And this is a little bit of volume, like medium volume, natural. This one's also natural. Now sometimes I get feedback on this cat eye, so if it's too high up, we can use the inspiration of this and just order it straight across. This one is completely natural. If you're not into the corset top, you still get this little soft here. I've had brides go, okay, that's too much of a point, but they love this, and just trying on one that's straight and it just hits differently for the neckline. I was trying on heavy dresses that day and this one just like felt like I could just go outside and get married in the sun. Now we're moving into lace. All of these are the white lace. She has an off the shoulder, unbeaded. She's kind of more of a hybrid where she's not as full, just gorgeous. Botanical lace, no beading, a little bit of a dip here. This one I just got in, might be a little too much 3D floral, but I just had to pull her because she's unbeaded. She also has that hybrid fit where it's not very full. And anyway, we'll see. If you're like, yeah, I immediately know, just let me know and I'll move her out of the way. This one would look so good with a layer of satin behind the lace. It's too much tulle for some brides, so we'll definitely try it, but I feel like for you, knowing your style, this would be too much tulle. I love this band at the waist and this little detail here. I can't wait to show you the satin. Again, on the corset, we can line it, but I like the little notched top there. The bra cups don't have to show because we can line the front and leave the back. But again, just a unbeaded lace, botanical, little non-traditional, like a little different. So let me know if this is too far from a classic look. And I love the little corset that it's white. This we can do without the sparkle layer. I like the basque waist. If this is too much, we can just soften that when we order it. This comes to a point, and I also love the idea of putting satin behind this or no sparkle. This one's inspired by your inspo photo. I do have the lace for the skirt because I know this is clean, but I wanted you to try a top like this, and that way you can say, okay, I tried that and I know how it feels on the top. But you also have these two that you can put with any dress, and then we can order it in the matching. I do have satin in blush and in the white. That way, if you're like, oh, I love that, but what would it look like? We can try different combinations. Okay, now we're moving into my blush category. I have this one in the blush. She has a little leg slit on the inside, completely unbeaded. And I like that her corset is sheer, but it's white. It's lined with an organza, so it's not, you can't see all the lines. This one would be great with satin behind it. Let me show you, because this, with the sparkle tool, I just don't feel like that's Rachel, but it changes the richness of the skirt and it gives it a classic look. But if you're into the blush, this would be great. The little notch there. And she's more of a hybrid fit. I like the top, but I don't think you're gonna like this secondary chantilly layer in there. It's supposed to add texture, but let me show you with it without, because it's an organza behind it, but I can also show you satin. But I like that this is sprinkled lace throughout, which is in all of your inspo photos. And she also has that lined corset top. Let me know if this color, this slight bit of blush, is a possibility. Here's another one that I had a question for you on. Clearly the ball gown, it's a no, but if this did not have all the volume in it, it would flow differently and it'd feel very natural. So one of your pictures that you sent me had this bold pattern of chantilly at the bottom. And this could be off the shoulder. I have a little off the shoulder sleeve, or we could pair it with this and see how it creates that Olivia Bottega photo. Let me know if this is too rich. This is definitely a little darker than the blush. It's called Mocha. These next two I have questions on, but they're not blush. This one I wanted to know, she's completely unbeaded. I wanted to know, are you open to a silver thread? I know you mentioned, you know, you were considering a touch of color. I do love the train because there's lots of silver, or lots of lace in the train, and she's really long, but she's light. And I love that the back is sheer and that the front just has the botanical lace. This one I wanted to ask your opinion on. She's obviously that classic look, very flowy and natural skirt. She does have pockets, but how do you feel about this tone-on-tone pearl beading? Too much? I think maybe too much, but I just had to show you because I saw her in the back. And she does have this train. Okay, this is the next one. She also reminds me of the Olivia Bottega because she has the scalloped lace bottom and scatters of lace through the skirt. I love the top because she has a teeny little bit here. We could do this with an off the shoulder or with this little cap sleeve. But the layer chantilly, I still stand by that. You could see the skirt even better, but isn't that crazy? This is the matte finish. This is, it has a sheen to it. This is even pretty. I've had brides be like, oh my gosh, I love the little bit of sheen, but it just cancels out all the noise in the background and it just makes it more that photo. So we'll do this on, even the tulle dresses have a little bit of lace. I love this little trick. It just helps my classic brides that also love lace, and I love the customization. And to me, it just looks so rich and different. You don't see a lot of dresses that are with the two layers. And then we don't need all the underlayers, so we'll just take those out, make it nice and cool, give you some air conditioning. We can even put an interior slit in the lining. Some of these have an interior slit. I'll be able to show you what that means.